Have we gotten to that point in our relationship where we're having grainy, fruity, pulpy things? I wish that my granny served me this sour when I was 6 years old. Beer vlogging from Maxie's Brewhouse in Pennsylvania. Beer vlogs at Maxie's Brewhouse, Pennsylvania. I would say that the one thing that needs to top it off is some wonderful marshmallows.
They had all this appley stuff.
Sweetie, do they have Macintosh beers here?
Kind of.
Sweetie, is this beer vlog going to be macOS Sonoma compatible? Here we are in Shippensburg, Pennsylvania at Maxie's Brewhouse doing a beer vlog outside in November.
Well,
Yay!
They put on heaters for us. They were really nice about it.
Yes.
Well, I think he's going to taste that, and then we're going to wrap it up, and then we're going to order our food.
Cool. Alrighty, no problem.
The temperature it's 41 in Shippensburg right now, but they turned on not one but two heaters for us. It's delightful. And we have some really interesting beer choices. I cheated and already they gave me a taste of one inside. So the beers that we have, for once, no regular IPAs. They had such interesting things that did not even get a regular IPA. There was a guest pour called Desperate Measures, which is a red IPA. Red IPA with a complex array of citrus, berry, herbal, and pine characteristics, and made by someone called Desperate Times Brewery. We got a beer called American Pie, crisp, clean apple ale, lightly hopped and brewed with locally sourced apples, cider, and a hint of cinnamon. Then, continuing with the apple theme, there's a Granny Smith's sour, tart and tangy apple sour, a powerhouse of flavor that is sure to make you pucker. One is left with a quenched thirst, yet thirsty for more. They pay people to write these things. Maybe I could do that for a living.
Sweetie, when I'm with you, I'm always thirsty for more.
Gosh. I guess I'm lucky. I mean, an old lady like me, I guess I'm lucky that you're so deluded.
I turned down trading you in for 3 21-year-olds.
Oh, yeah? Who was offering? So then they have something called Ghost Stories, a full-bodied toasty stout with hints of graham crackers, gobs of chocolate, and toasted marshmallows. You just have to see like what they did here. They put toasted marshmallows on the top of it. How is that for presentation?
Ta-da! At Maxie's Brewhouse.
Yeah, in a flight. I guess I am pretty much going to go in this order. It's going to be the Desperate Measures Red IPA, then the American Pie Ale, then the Granny Sour, and then the Ghost, which is the Ghost Stories, okay? This is the Red IPA from Desperate Times. Smells good. It's quite delicious, though. It's real balanced. I mean, it is hoppy, but it's not real hoppy. It's not real tropical or fruity, and it's not hazy at all. But it definitely has more of a mildness of an East Coast IPA than a West Coast IPA. It's really delicious. Give it a try.
Desperate Measures at Maxie's Brewhouse in
Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. Did you say Pennsylvania?
In Shippensburg, Pennsylvania.
You also don't need to keep repeating where we are.
Desperate Measures. It's my thing. Desperate Measures. Sweetie Weedy,
Yes.
I need you to take desperate measures to make sure that we get to Maxie's Brewhouse in Shippendale, Pennsylvania, to have this wonderful desperate measure.
Well, actually, maybe we want to plan a trip to the Desperate Times Brewery, since it is actually from Desperate Times. Maxie's Brewhouse has inspired us to visit Desperate Times.
There we have it. Put it in our Palm Pilot.
Where it
Beer
is.
vlogging pending from Desperate Measures.
Yes. Now we're going to try the American Pie. It does not smell strongly of apples, but it does smell fruity. It is definitely not as strongly apple flavored as a cider. And even though he's calling it an ale, to me it's kind of light and effervescent on the tongue, like what I would think of as a Pilsner. It's good, but it is not really strongly tasting of apples to me. Tell me what you think.
American Pie at Maxie's Brewhouse in Shippensdale.
Shippensburg. Just quit saying it.
In Shippensburg,
Pennsylvania.
In Shippensburg, Pennsylvania.
Say,
Sweetie Weedy,
yes.
I really, really liked that American Pie at Maxie's Brewhouse. I really, really liked that American Pie, but Sweetie,
Bye-bye. Do you have to say bye-bye?
Bye-bye. My American Pie went bye-bye.
It is crisp and refreshing, like a crisp, refreshing apple.
Sweetie, can I get another slice of American Pie?
Now the Granny Sour. Rather than smell like an apple, it's more like the smell of apples cooking in the oven.
Sweetie, did you mention cooking in the oven?
Yes, I did.
I like cooking in the oven when...
You know, where do you even come up with this stuff? Nobody said that ever. That is an innuendo that nobody said ever. You might have a bun in the oven.
Sweetie, am I pregnant? Sweet, did you get me pregnant last night? I think Sweetie may have gotten me pregnant in the motel room last night.
Oh, this is really interesting. This is not too sour at all. Let me try it again. You had me laughing. I was about to like spit it all over the mic. That is very refreshing and not too sour at all. You can taste the appliness coming through. I taste the apple more in this than in the American pie. Tell me what you think.
Granny Sour at Maxie's Brew House, Pennsylvania. Granny Sour. Sweetie,
Yeah.
I love that very much. I will say that my granny used to feed me carrots that were unscraped in a blender. And I wish that my granny served me this sour when I was 6 years old.
I have to say that sours are not my favorites. This might be my favorite sour ever.
Sweetie, did we have a grainy, fruity, pulpy thing? Have we gotten to that point in our relationship where we're having grainy, fruity, pulpy things?
So maybe that wasn't a sour. If that wasn't a sour, then this, I think, is my favorite sour I've ever had, this Granny Sour. I would like for each of us to get some of these marshmallows, but I'm not sure how that's going to work. And it is super delicious. And as I said, this is the second s'mores, beer that we have drunk this weekend, and it's awesome. They will actually can beer for you in 16-ounce or little 8-ounce like beers, so you can almost make yourself a little flight. I never saw that at a brewery before, so I'm definitely going to buy some stuff.
Ghost stories at Maxie's Brew House, Shippensburg.
Because you tell ghost stories around the campfire when you're making s'mores. I'm sure that's why it's called that.
Ghost stories at Maxie's Brew House. That was the most pleasing ghost story I have ever been told. I would say that the one thing that needs to top it off is some wonderful marshmallows. I would say that I would be very, very mad had you not taken me to Maxie's in Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. In Shippensburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, everything's a burg around here.